PTF and Michael Adolphson here at beautiful Santa Anita. Michael, a couple of times during the week here, I want to get a chance to button hook you, pull you in, and learn what you have seen out there in the track. Obviously, you've got a lot of responsibilities here, but I know you, and I know you're looking to figure out who we can bet. As far as that goes, did you see anything revelatory out there this morning?
I mean, this morning I think that the most interesting thing was, I was following around the Japanese a lot because they're the biggest question marks, in my opinion. And Songline and Derma Sotogake spent a lot of time out, almost an hour. And during the renovations, they would be back in the parade ring and then come back out. So they're definitely comfortable and sound, and they're kind of horses that they didn't mind doing that with. So that's interesting to me. That means they're both coming in the right way, at least implying that. Ushpa Tesoro, who had a great work yesterday, I think about 49-2 for a half. He had a bit of a, not a freak out, but just a bit of a tissy fit in the gate. So they're going to fix that with a little bit of help of padding for the races, and I think those are things that really popped out. Typical, some horses look great today. Zandon looked great. I think White Abario looked great. These are ones that I think that are just going to run their race, and just whether or not there's someone better.
Curious to get your opinion specifically if you had a chance to clap eyes on any of the Godolphin runners that I believe were out today. What did you see from them?
Master of the Seas went out really early. He had an unplanned work yesterday where they took off his hood and he freaked a little bit and decided he was going to breeze. And they, at that point, you can't strangle him. You just let him go, and he went in a nice, I think 49.
Is that worrisome?
Well, this close to the race, I think that I wouldn't. To me, it doesn't worry me. I wasn't a big fan of him winning in the first place, so
just gotcha. Not one on your radar necessarily.
I mean, if I were really backing him, I would be a little bit worried. But I think he's a bit of a skittish horse, and it's always kind of 6-1 whether or not you're going to trust that he's going to run his race. And I think it's also a third hard race in a row for him. So that's always. I mean, he's off my list as it were.
Gotcha.
But I do wish him well because I'm kind of a fan of how the horse has come to form after having such a touch and go experience in his career, or at least up and down rather. And Maude came out. She's really interesting because obviously it's a lot of history to be made if she does it, because she'd be the first time a broodmare has had 2 winners in a row.
Yep.
Of separate horses. If she wins, it'll be gate to wire, and only one horse has ever done that, and that is Allure in the mile. The fact
Heady company.
Yeah, and then you got to think about whether or not they're saying that's because the mile is a better distance for her, but is she dodging in Spiral and company in the Filly and Mary Turf? So. To me, it's she's looked great. She's done nothing wrong, and she's tough as nails. I don't like her to win, but I think she's going to be in that photo. Like somewhere, she's going to be there.
Well, we'll be holding your feet to the fire as the week goes on. But really appreciate you coming on and joining us today, and we'll look for you out there on the track.
I will continue to give great advice / bad, and I hope everyone else makes money when I do.
Perfect.